Okay, Mrs. Walker, it's Dr. Bucher. We're getting started on the left shoulder. We're looking in from the back to the front. Here's the biceps tendon running up towards the top of the screen. There's a little bit of fraying at the anchor, but it doesn't look that bad actually. So that's good. This is the rotator cuff tear, where all this fraying is. And you can see up here, this is where the tear is, all the way up. So it is definitely a full thickness tear. Okay, so this is where we're going to be repairing it back down to the bone. Okay, in just a second we're going to have a look around the inside of the joint a little bit more. Okay, here's the back of the joint. Things look pretty good back here, so I'm happy with that. Not much arthritis on the glenoid here down below or on the humeral head. And then as we look down the front of the joint, the anatomy here actually looks pretty good also. So I'll tell you what, we're going to get to work a little bit more on the rotator cuff. We'll show you some more when it's time to start repairing some things here. Pause. Okay, so we've just taken off a pretty good sized bone spur. I'm sure that had something to do with why the rotator cuff was torn. But now that can't cause any more problems because we've just removed it. We've got this metal cannula in the front. You can see the bones up above and the tendons down below. So now we have lots of space here. We're going to go ahead and place a different cannula in so we can go ahead and start fixing the rotator cuff. And so in just a minute you'll see a blue cannula coming in. There it is right there. And now we'll have a look down at this tear. And so here you can see the tear. We're going to put in our shaver to help us clean up the torn edges and identify the tear here a little bit better. I think you can see it now. You see this hole here that we're dealing with. Okay, so we'll keep working. I'll show you some more in a little bit. Okay, so here's the tear. This is the posterior aspect of it back here. Here's the anterior aspect. So they're going to place at least one anchor back here. That's pretty good, and maybe another anchor even in the front. We may not need all 6 sutures, but we may need 2 anchors. So we're going to make a little nick in the skin right here. And then through that little nick, we're going to place a drill guide, or not a drill guide, but just an anchor guide. Okay. So just about there. Get this in position. Anchor in. Alright, now we're just working to get our cannula in the back, and then we're going to use this crochet hook to separate the sutures and decide what order we're going to place them in. The blue and white one first. We'll go to work and get to pass this first suture and show you some more in a minute. Okay, we're all done here. We're going to go ahead and finish up here. We took off that big bone spur like we talked about. And now we're just going to take away a little bit more of the synovial tissue. But just to show you the repair, it's right down below here. So there you can see a good look at it. There's the sutures all tied there, holding that tendon down to the bone. So I'm very happy with the way that looks. We'll be getting you back to the recovery room in just a few minutes, okay? Good luck to you now. Bye-bye.